your potential. We have a panel of people that's going to help you get there. I want to introduce a special guest speaker. He's going to share with you because he's relatable. And that's what he's about. He's about letting you know you can relate. You guys give your hands up. Welcome to Lon.
No, it's all good. I got the same question, man.
No, we don't have a water fountain here. Are you feeling really parched and need something? Okay, I'm going to see if I can go get some water for you. Okay?
It's all good, man. That's all good. First and foremost, I'm just kind of glad to be here. I am not affiliated with Department of Corrections, the state of Arizona. You're going to hear from some community partners. I'm not affiliated with them either. Arizona at work. Carol is my friend. I met Carol almost a year, actually probably about a year ago today, actually, as I graduated from the Second Chance Center. So I've been out. My 1 year anniversary will be October 25th. I'll have been out 1 year. So that's my only affiliation to this office, with the exception of my PO. He had peeked his head in here a little bit ago. And I almost got in trouble, but that's neither here nor there. So really quick, I do want to say, when they talk to you guys about not running, that this is different. I'm a 15-year veteran of the Department of Corrections, so this is not my first rodeo. This is not my first time in the situation. I've actually sat in this seat a couple of times before. And so I know what parole used to be like. I know what it was like when they say, hey, yeah, just come on down and we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. And then you come in the front door, hands free. You leave in the back door, handcuffed. I know what that's like. I've been through that. This is a little different. When they say, hey, call me, communicate, let's talk, that's probably going to be the best thing that you can do for yourself, because they really aren't trying to send people back to prison right now. The Department of Corrections isn't. I don't really know what's going on within the state, that they're trying to have this reckoning or this atonement, that they're trying to do right by us all of a sudden, that they're trying to, provide resources and give people an opportunity to make something of themselves. This wasn't always the case. It just used to be, hey, man, listen, good luck to you. Don't let me catch you. That's all they had for you. We'll keep the light on for you. That was kind of the rhetoric that they had. But now it's a little bit different. You can talk to your PO. You can talk to Carol. You can talk to a number of these resources, and they will walk you through the process of how to make the best of your life here. So that's a real thing. I can actually attest to that. But what you guys got to understand is that the earnest falls on you. See, they're not going to stop locking you up. They're not going to continue to give you free pass after free pass. This isn't a get out of jail free card. This is hey man, this is an opportunity for you to get your life together, get your shit together, be an adult, be grown for once. I'm 39 years old, and it's sad to say I've spent that much time in prison. So I really didn't know what it was like to be functional in society. I didn't really know what it was like to not live in the light and in the dark. Right? Does anybody know what that's like? When you're out here, you go to work every day, you pay your bills and everything's fine. You put on this facade that like, hey guys, I am okay. But then you go home and now you into all of the other shit. You still drinking, you still drugging, you still messing around with women, you still plotting and scheming, you're doing all of the nonsense that you should have done. That's not really called being an adult. That's just prolonging the inevitable. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of the starting all over again. You get out, you get your shit together, you get a few things accumulated, you might get a car, you might get a place, you get some clothes, you get some jewelry, you got a bank account, things are going well, and then you got to start all over. And you go to prison and you're begging your mom and your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin, you're doing whatever you got to do to survive, and then you get out and you start all over. I've done that now 4 times. That shit is a joke. It's a joke. So if this is your first time here, I hope that you take heed to everything that they're saying. You take hold of all of the resources they're trying to offer you, and you make the most of your life. And you take accountable for the decisions that you make. And here's the other thing about it, is that this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. I was out for 8 years. And then I went back to prison for 8 years. For DUI. I heard you talking about the whole DUI situation. They gave me 8 years for DUI because I took my foot off of the gas. I thought that everything was cool, that I had this double life shit figured out. And you go for so long and nothing ever happens to you, think it's okay. But it's not. You got to stay down. You can't take your foot off the gas. If you're like me, I don't know if the problems or the issues are the type of people that you guys are, but if you're like me and you're just addicted to the lifestyle, you're just addicted to the lifestyle, or you have habits, you're just addicted to some kind of substance. Whatever it is, that shit don't go away. I had a partner, man. This dude, I celebrated his 6-year sobriety. He was sober for 6 years. And I went and I celebrated with him and his wife and his kids and his sponsor, only to find out that the day before this dude robbed a bank because he had no idea really what to do with that extra part of his life. He hadn't fully invested in the person that he was. I just came back from Vegas last night and I got the call this morning that a buddy of mine that I've known for almost 30 years of my life, he died yesterday. They found him dead in an abandoned field, asshole naked. And he never had a substance abuse issue. So I'm trying to figure out, how does a guy who's never done drugs his entire life end up dead in the field, ass naked? I guess we'll find out. But the point is, I'm not here to scare straight you guys, because if you've done time, you've been scared straight already. You understand what that's about. My point is that we have to take our lives into our own hands. And if you really want to make it, if you really want to do something great with your life, the opportunity is before you. All you got to do is put one foot in front of the other and take it one day at a time. But the hardest part about putting one foot in front of the other is putting the foot in front of the pride. Because my pride and my ego has always walked before me my whole life. So I've never really had an opportunity to take advantage of some of these great resources that we have before us. I was the idiot that would say yes to the things that I should say no to, and to say no to the things that I should say yes to. When John says, hey guys, I'm going to take you to the doctor to help you get some blood work and make sure that you're okay, and when we're done, I'm going to give you a $25 gift card. I was the guy that said, I'm cool. Don't need a doctor. Don't need 25 bucks. Don't need to ride nowhere. I'll pass. Don't be that person. Take advantage of the resources. Put your pride to the side. I don't care whether or not you got a network of 1,000 people or it's just you. I don't care if you go into your house or you're in a halfway house. At the end of the day, if they're offering it to you, take it because you paid for it. Maybe I'm the only one that did some time. I did 2,482 days. I counted that shit. They owe me a lot. So I take advantage of everything that they have to offer me. When they talk about therapy, I ask you guys, especially my fellas, please take advantage of the opportunity to go to therapy, get the access, and you go for free. I've been going to therapy every Tuesday. I'm not ashamed to say it. And it's been the greatest thing that I've probably taken a part of since I've been home. I won't say it's made the biggest difference in what's helped me this past year, but it certainly has made a big difference. And I don't know that I'd be here standing before you today had I not taken advantage of that. So please, whatever it is they're offering, don't be afraid to take advantage of it. You really don't know what you don't know. So sit down with some of these people and allow them to pour into you all of their knowledge and all of their information and all of the resources at their disposal to help you make the most of your life. That's all you got to do. Start out allowing these people to show you how to continue this process, because see, that's what it is. We went from doing all this time being told what to do. Well, this is different. No one's going to tell you what to do. You won't hear from your PO. He'll call you maybe once a month and say it's time to meet. So there's not going to be anybody telling you what to do every single day. So why don't you reach out to someone like Carol or Tamara and say, hey guys, what should I be doing? Ask the questions to find out what is it that I don't know that I should know, because that might make the biggest difference to your life. Last thing is that I brought some cards. Again, I'm not affiliated with any organization. I'm not here on anybody else's dime. I'm here on my own dime. I'm not here to make a buck. I'm just here to help you guys out. So I brought a card. If you want to talk, if you need a ride, if you need some help with a job or anything that I can help you with, because I have my own set of resources I bring to, I'll help you out. If you don't want to talk to your PO, you're shy, you're apprehensive, you're like me, you still don't quite trust the badge, you don't really believe everything that's in, please call me. I hate to get the calls after the fact that, hey, man, I fucked up. I've been on the run for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I can't help you. But if you call me when shit starts to hit the fan, let me help you work it out. Thank you, guys.
Really appreciate the mod because that's real time. Can we say that's real time, you guys?